Zohran Mamdani has been a lightning rod for some hope of what this country could really do, and for some, just the devil coming incarnate. But we all know who are not living in a MAGA delusional bubble that the things he's talking about, they're not radical. They're the fundamental principles of what we need to have in this country. And if you miss some of the moments that ingratiated him and endured him to the people of New York, take a look as I recap the things that made him become a favorite. It's not just that the man is young, it's not just that the man is good looking, is that he's also has a progressive policy that is good for everybody. But take a look at the moment when this made him a man's man and probably won the primary for him.
Just say the name right, Mamdani.
This is a man who has done nothing.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo tried to turn the tables on the 33-year-old socialist nipping at his heels.
He has zero accomplishments.
I want to be very
And now
clear.
he thinks he's going to be ready to be mayor.
But on the subject of experience, Queens Assembly member Zohran Mamdani flipped the script.
I have never had to resign in disgrace. I have never cut Medicaid. I have never stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from the MTA. I have never hounded the 13 women who credibly accused me of sexual harassment. I have never sued for their gynecological records, and I have never done those things because I am not you.
I'd like to go to the Caribbean as my first visit.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, two of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the global war on terror.
Mr. Mamdani?
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel as mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not
As a Jewish state?
No,
As a state with equal rights.
That's all we want to hear. Why do y'all think MAGA loves Trump so much? Because he's not answering politically. Mamdani did not answer politically. Did y'all hear all those used car salesmen speak? Oh, I'm going to Israel. One guy said, I'm going back to Israel for the 500th time. Who gives a F about that? We've got problems right here. And Mamdani gave the answer that was needed. He's going to try to work on the issues we have right here. Democrats, do you not understand that progressives are tired of hearing the same bull jive too? Progressives are tired of you guys being led by corporate puppet masters too. We're tired of it. And Mamdani gives you a breath of fresh air as someone who is going to fight for the people. Now, if you want to know what his campaign is all about, let me give you the top 5 things that probably won this race for him in terms of campaign. He wants a rent freeze and affordable housing. Okay, what is radical about that? Absolutely nothing. It's radical to the businesses who they're calling this man a socialist, but ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you like this. Stop letting them scare you, because the only difference between them, middle class, and the poor is that they're getting all the socialism as the rich right now, and they keep trying to fool the middle class into thinking that sharing that socialism with them shouldn't happen. And if you need an example of what I mean, anytime a business comes in your community and they get upfront tax dollars, and then they get not have to pay taxes on a building for 10 years, then they get back end kicks. That's socialism. I would rather see the people who are already holding up the community get that same pot of money. The next thing that Mamdani wants to do, free public transportation. What's so unreal about that? Have y'all ever been to New York? Have you ever called an Uber in New York? This shit is ridiculous. And the businesses should want a faster free public transportation, because that'll get cars off the road. It'll get more people to those businesses quicker. It'll get your workers there faster. Nothing radical about that. Next, universal child care and support. Do anybody got kids? I do. I pay $500 and some change a week for my 2 kids to go to childcare. Who the hell can afford that? That's a mortgage almost in a month. He's pushing pledges free childcare for families from newborn to preschool. We definitely need that. Every single study ever done concludes that you have a greater success at a work life if you go to preschool. Start early. City-run grocery stores and affordability. What's radical about that? We just got finished discussing how the income gap and the wealth gap in this country has ballooned over the last 40 years. And what this would do, this would cap how much you can charge in profit. Oh yeah, we need that. It would cap it. And if the city is running it, it would be supported properly. It would be regulated properly. You would have consistency with the food. Everybody can get an opportunity to get the quality food they need, and we don't have damn food deserts. Last but not least, the one that really scares corporations. He wants $30 minimum wage by 2030. What the hell is radical about that? Every Republican is going to say, if you do that, businesses are going to have to raise their costs. Why? Those same businesses have been getting richer and richer and richer and benefiting from their version of socialism for about 30 years, lying to y'all that capitalism is the greatest thing in the world. And it would be if the guardrails of regulation that are in place would be worked the way they should, but they're not. And so not only is he going to put this minimum wage in place, but he's going to cap businesses from trying to increase prices so that they can make up the difference in paying that wage. And he's not just going to do this overnight. He's trying to implement this slowly from businesses and what they currently bring in revenue, so that he's not taking out the small business who couldn't immediately pay this type of rate. He's going to do it nice and slow, giving different tiers of businesses time to get this thing put in place. People, even with $30 an hour, that's still just barely surviving in New York. So what's radical about addressing affordable housing, food insecurity, education, starting as early as you possibly can, and generally helping the public by freeing up road space with public transportation? You tell me, what the hell is radical about all that? I want to hear from you guys. This link that you see on the screen right now, beacons.ai/politics of being black. You can go leave me a voicemail. There's a button up there for that. Subscribe to me on TikTok, subscribe to me on Instagram, get both of my podcasts. You can check out my IMDb to see the films I'm working on, and let me know what you think. And me and my co-hosts are always trying to take progressive guests on our show. So please come through, holla at us. And until that next sexy as hell video, I'm out. Go Mamdani.